today the question is how can I incorporate music into my classroom? And I don't really have that much experience with music, but from what I've seen in my classes, I think I have a few ideas of how I would want to do that. Um, so first, Catherine, I've never heard of Zoophonics, but it does sound interesting, and I really want to learn more about it so that I can use that in my classroom since I'm not experienced. And then Adriana, I like how you point out that music could be a really great learning tool for different subjects. And when you talk about playing music during different time periods in like a history class, I did remember my freshman year of college, I was at IUPUI, and my professor, he was teaching us about a war, and he was using like music like every day in our class to show us kind of how the people were feeling and like they were protesting, and so that was really good because we could kind of have that experience and not just talk about history. So other things that I have known to learn is the using music to kind of remember certain things, like the 50 states thing that Adriana had said. I also learned that, and I would not know all the names of the states, especially alphabetic order, unless I did that song. So that was really helpful. And then also with remembering things in English, I had learned all of the prepositions. Like, with, on, for, after, at, by, and against, instead of, near, between. For foreign language, I do remember doing songs in there, and that is really helpful because foreign language is very hard to learn. And we'd use songs that we had already known in English so that it's kind of like pulling from our background knowledge. Oh, wait, this means this, whenever we sang it in Spanish. Also, right now I am in a kindergarten class for my TIP experience, and my teacher, she uses music every day, and it's the same songs. So they always do, they sit on the rug and they have hand movements to the songs, and they do a morning song about weather, and it just goes through a bunch of stuff, and then they get up from that and it goes straight to the next song, which is about months, and they have on their board the list of the months, and one student points to every month while the other ones do the hand motions, like I think it's clapping and turning, and they do that every single day, and then they sit back down and they have another song about days of the week. So days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. And so then they can kind of remember how it goes because they're actually learning order of the days of the weeks. But then she'll have a student go out and look at the weather and tell the whole class what the weather is. So, and their song had been about cloudy and rainy and sunny, and they do like a bunch of hand motions to it. It's really cool. So other than that, I just did a literacy lesson about spiders in my kindergarten class, and we were supposed to use a fiction book and a nonfiction book, and I used a nonfiction book about spiders and went through like read it and like a picture walk type of thing, and then they did activities for that, and then the next part I used a fiction poem, and the poem was "The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout," and you know the rest of it. But so I used that poem and I read it to them, and then I had everyone kind of stand up by their seat, and I played the song on the computer, which is on their big screen, and they all had to sing it with me, and we did little hand motions like "Itsy bitsy spider in the rain," and so then that tied into comprehension because I then had them put the story together back in place, and I saw a lot of kids singing to themselves what comes next, so then they could put each picture in the right order that the song had said it would be. So that helped a lot in my lesson, and I think they'll remember that song for a long time.